Welcome to the Hana Jaisi channel. The thumbnail reads, "What do parents think of Cobra Kai?" According to the Parents Guide on IMDb, Cobra Kai is rated TV 14, which means the content may be unsuitable for minors younger than 14 years of age. Jason, what are your thoughts?
So the parents say, you know what, let me look at this first before we get the kids around. Because, we're the type of family that we like to check things out first. Let's kind of get some idea what Hollywood is doing because we don't trust Hollywood and a TV 14 rating or whatever the case may be. Okay, now the parents would sit down and watch a few episodes of Cobra Kai. And then they were shocked. And what made them shocked? What shocked parents above all things when they sat down and watched Cobra Kai in preparation to watch the series with the children were how freely they used the P word. I'm talking about that guy, Johnny Lawrence. He would call his students the P word out loud and in vivid color. He would use the F word, the B word, and a truckload of other curse words. They also felt that there were many other negative elements added to the series, like underage drinking and constant sexual innuendos that were not part of the original Karate Kid franchise. So, Hana, what I'm asking you is, do you think the parents have a point? Do you think that their assessment of the series right now does not honor the original Karate Kid in 1984? What are your thoughts?
Well, we're talking about two completely different times. Censorship was very prevalent back then, whereas now things are just in your face and have more of a realistic tone to it. The 1984 Karate Kid did have some not underage drinking per se, but it did show drug use. In the case of Johnny Lawrence going into the bathroom, into a private stall and fooling around with some drugs. It also shows extreme violence where a group of kids are beating up Daniel LaRusso nearly to death. And then you have an older man jump over the fence and beat the crap out of these kids. So there is violence, drug use, and activities that are extremely frowned upon. It was just sugar-coated in a way that is not sugar-coated now.
Okay, but the difference is the Karate Kid was what, a 2-hour movie? These people have been watching the series. Basically means if you're going to sit down, they don't just watch like a Karate Kid movie like they did years ago. You watch a Karate Kid movie, they didn't have all the foul language in there, even though they had that little pothead scene and the fight scene. But we're talking about, this is a kind of movie where the violence is never ending, the foul language is never ending, and it's in 10 episodes that people binge watch. I don't even know why they call it season 1. They should call it day 1 of Netflix, because they binge watch all 10 episodes in one day. And then they wait for the next season, which comes out a year later, and they sit down and watch that for a day. So they're filling their minds with 10 episodes of approximately half an hour each with all of these foul language words. And I think that's what the parents are talking about. A lot of parents aren't comfortable sitting in a living room with their children and hearing words that those kids are not even allowed to say in front of the parents. So if those children aren't allowed to say those bad words in front of the parents, what makes Johnny Lawrence and his gang allowed to blast those words all over somebody's private living room? I think that's what they're talking about.